I genuinely believed that the world was ending the other day for the following reason. There was a bird in our house.
What kind of bird?
It was like a robin.
It was like a robin?
I don't know birds. I'm not an ornithologist.
It wasn't a pigeon.
I said that word.
You used the big word, well done.
Right. It just showed up in the house and we didn't know how it got in there. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Did it shit everywhere?
No, it didn't shit everywhere, but we were like, oh, there's a bird in the house. And then we had to like get it out. And I was like, that's weird.
That's weird.
And then an hour later, we shared this information. And Ollie said, that's so weird. I just had to get a couple of pigeons out of the dressing room at the theatre.
Because they left the doors open.
He walked in and there were just birds in the dressing room. Now, what is the first thing that happens in almost every apocalypse film? The birds act weird.
Well, the birds migrate. They don't just like enter people's homes.
When the birds, they do. In the film, The Birds, they do that.
They go into people's houses.
Well, they attack people. All the apocalypse films, the birds just act weird. Like, it's always the birds that do the thing first. So I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is it. I don't know what it is, but it's happening. It's going to come because the birds are acting weird. And then it didn't come. So I was a bit disappointed.
Okay, but what actions did you take having had the hunch that the world was coming to an end? Did you just go, oh, I wonder when it's going to happen?
I kept refreshing BBC News to see if bird stories were showing up. Because I was like, that's weird, but that's not weird, right?
It's a little bit weird. I would call it a coincidence.
But, you know, I was ready. I was ready for the end.
Well, you weren't ready for the end.
I
This
know,
is
I
the point.
wasn't.
You were totally unprepared, but at least you wouldn't have been surprised.
No, exactly. I would have known. And I was like, well, I knew that. And but how'd you know? And I was like, the birds.
That is not like a useful character in an apocalypse movie. Like, oh, I told you it would happen.
You think about the amount of apocalypse movies, right, that happen, and people go, oh my God, what's happening? Oh, the bird's dying. And then no one says anything. People just go, oh, that's weird. And then all the other, like, you know, chain on effects happens and everyone's surprised. The moment that happens, if I was in that film, I'd be like, we're going, we're leaving, pack your bags.
Except you didn't.
No, I didn't, because I wanted to wait.